loss of function and gain of function mutations. Loss of function is such a mutation. Due to the occurrence of that mutation, there is a complete or partial loss of the function of the protein. Loss of function usually occurs in the regions which are responsible for the transcription and translation of the proteins. While on the other hand, gain of function is such a mutation due to which the phenotype, the protein obtains a new ability that is different from the original function of that protein. Such kind of mutations, they produce the abilities in the protein that is different from the original function. Mostly they produce those abilities or those properties which were not present in the original function of the protein. In this diagram, we can try to understand what is the difference between loss of function and gain of function mutations. If we take that this is the normal protein and it works to catch the fishes from the rivers, and if there is a loss of function on that protein, then this is converted into such a structure. So with the help of this kind of structure, we cannot catch the fish. So this kind of change in the structure of the protein is called as loss of function. While on the other hand, if we see this diagram, we will consider it as gain of function. Means that works to catch the fishes, but it works in a different way. The actual function of that protein was different, but now after the change in the protein sequence, the function of the protein is different as compared to the original protein. Conditional mutation expresses under certain conditions. If we take the example of a temperature sensitive mutation, if the temperature rises under certain limits, then that mutation or that cell will not work. And if the temperature is under certain limits, below those limits, then the protein will work. Lethal mutations are those mutations which are responsible for the death of the cells or for the death of the individuals. These kind of mutations, they does not mean that if there is a mutation, then there is death. It takes sometimes several months and several years for the death of the individual. But if there is lethal mutation, the longevity of the cells or the longevity of the individuals affects.